Hi, I'm Joanna from Kustom Kwilts, and today I'm going to show y'all a really cool motif that I like to call stacked teardrops. And they aren't complete teardrops, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to sketch a couple out so you can see exactly what I'm talking about, what they're going to look like. And so for this motif, this is really great for a background fill, or even you could do this in narrow borders and it would look really cool. So I'm going to do like an upside down teardrop, but I'm not going to finish it. So it's kind of like a horseshoe shape with a really narrow opening. So once I get back over here, I'm going to echo back out around that shape, and then I'm going to echo out again. And you can echo out as many times as you want to. I generally like to do 3 times because that takes me back to where I started. No, sorry, that's not right. That'll take me back to the opposite side of where I started. And so if you echo back a 4th time, then you'll be back to the side that you started drawing on, which is right here. You can see my starting point. And now I'm going to go back and I'm going to start a new one. So you'll echo as many times as you want to be on the side. So if you want to end up on this side, you'll do 3 echoes, or 2 rather. And then you'll echo out that way, or go back to your starting point and you're going to do another upside down teardrop like so. And then you're going to echo around that as well. Okay. And then you just keep on doing that. Say I don't want to do another one over here. I want to end up over here. So I'm going to draw back over here, do another teardrop, echo, echo, teardrop, echo, echo, teardrop, echo, echo. And if you don't want to keep stacking over here, you can trace around another echo to get to another starting point and go from there. So this is a really cool design. You can make these as tall or as short as you want. So you could do like a really fat teardrop like that and then echo around it to make it not as tall and to make it wider so it takes up a little more space. It's all just kind of what you want the finished texture to look like. And so this is going to quilt up pretty dense. You could always do them larger, something like this. And forgive that was really sloppy the way that I drew that. So you could do something like that and it won't be as dense. It'll look a little nicer. Your quilt will be drapier, something like that. And so let's go ahead and quilt that out so you can see what that looks like in motion. All right, so I'm actually gonna ignore all of these, and I used an air erasing pen. I should have done water so I could just wipe this away, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and quilt my teardrop. Echo, echo. And I wanna start quilting back over here, so I'm gonna echo one more time so that I end up over here. And I'm going to pause a little bit and talk about your method of travel. If at any time you're stuck, like say I'm here and I don't know where I'm going to go next, a lot of times it's better to just stop. Stop in place where you are with your needle down and figure out where you're going to go. That way you don't have like a weird squiggly hesitation quilting line. I can always tell whenever I wasn't paying attention or I kind of lost my train of thought and wasn't decisive about where I was going to go next, because I'll have like a really wiggly line that I always end up seam ripping out. So just be mindful about where you're going next, kind of be thinking ahead. So I'm doing another echo. And so I'm going to come back over here. It was helpful that I was already on the edge of the fabric because I could change my direction of travel. So I'm going to go ahead and start quilting another teardrop. Echo that. And this is another one of those motifs that you can kind of lose yourself in. After you start quilting a little bit, you'll get going, and maybe 5 minutes into it, you'll realize that you're on autopilot and you're not really even thinking about it anymore. So I really love using this in a quilt. Okay, so right here, I don't really want to do another one right here, so I'm going to echo around these two so that I end up back down here. And because this motif is all about echoing anyways, that's not going to stand out in the grand scheme of the design, which is really great. That's what I love about this motif. I also love that there's virtually no backtracking. Unless you get yourself into a corner or a sticky situation, you may have to backtrack over a line. But really, for the most part, I don't ever have to go back over previously stitched lines, and I love that about this. So there really isn't a whole lot to say about this one. I mean, it's just an upside down teardrop, or right side up if you're going in the opposite direction, and then you echo around it twice. And you get this lovely, gorgeous texture. And I'm using wool batting again, which is a favorite of mine because it makes the quilting pop so much. But you can see this doesn't take hardly any time at all to quilt, and it looks fantastic. So I hope you'll give this one a try. This is really easy, and you almost don't need any sketchbook time with this one. It's very intuitive, like your body just kind of wants to quilt in the right direction. So I really appreciate you guys watching this, and I hope you'll take the time to try it on your own. Thanks.